Greetings, one and all, and welcome to another scintillating edition of the Poetry of a Promo, hosted by the one and only choice for any podcast with some amount of self-respect, and that is me, Mr. J. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Poetry of a Promo. Did I do that right? Wait, you think the intro was a bit too much? Pfft. All right, Kayla. All right. How much am I paying? Oh, I'm not paying you? Huh. Think about that next time you interrupt a take. Professional? Amateur. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. However, we will not delay any more. Why are you here? I know, for promos and my absolutely delicious vocal talent. Yes, I do think it's delicious. Tweet me, or whatever the kids are saying these days. I won't read them, but go ahead. That is at Poetry of a Promo on Twitter or whatever. Moving right along to things I do know about. Promos. Join us now as we discover the world of the good, the bad, and the, oh, so dashing. That's right. It is time for Cody Rhodes. We begin with a piece directed towards one Christopher Jericho, performed after Cody decided it would be a good idea to put a stipulation on their match for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship that if Cody lost, he would never again challenge for that title, ever. Cody went on to share his thoughts on if Chris Jericho defeated him. This is how that message rang. Chris Jericho. That is a very big if. It's not an encumbrance. It's not an albatross that's going to sit on your chest and weigh you down. It is going to vanish. You have taken to calling my lot entitled millennials. You have taken to calling me an entitled millennial bitch. I neglected to read in your best-selling book, A Lion's Tale, which you can get on Amazon for $3, or at any flea market. I neglected to read about the upbringing that you had that was so hard. You talked about my silver spoon. Gosh. It must have been so difficult being the upper-class son of a famous hockey player. It's almost like we shared the exact same silver spoon. You stupid dick. You dismissed every accomplishment I've made you've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial. I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you. And you've surrounded yourself with impressionable youth. This isn't about my dad. This isn't about the dead. It's about living. It's about my mother. It's about my sister. It's about my wife. It's about the 14 years it took me to go from undesirable to ungoddamn deniable. At full gear, I will beat you. I become the world champion, and you fall back into your circle, your inner circle, and you let 'em know the ground should be rumbling between their feet, because the elite are coming, and when the elite and the inner circle square off, it'll be a match beyond, and we're going to eat you alive. Such passion, ladies and gentlemen, such vigor, such unbridled emotion. You love to hear it, you love to read it, and I can't get enough. So, without any further ado, we will move on to a different side of Cody. That was the good. And now, for a little bit of that bad we were talking about earlier. This took place in Ring of Honor, and took place before a match with Kenny Omega. Shall we begin? I think so. Bullet Club is fine. And with Supercard of Honor just around the corner, here we stand. The deep breath before the plunge. And let me ask you a question. Can anyone here name me a Kenny Omega match that they thought was great, that made them feel something? A match that didn't include Okada or bona fide superstar Chris Jericho? No? You can't name a match. Because that's what Kenny Omega is. He's that underground band that you swear you love his music, but you can't name any of his songs. The perception that Kenny Omega is the greatest wrestler in the world today, when in reality, the reality is that I dominate the news feed, that I monopolize the budget here, that I am the leader of the Bullet Club, that Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi are a publicity stunt. The reality that he called me a reject from my former company, when he is a reject from its developmental system. And the reality that Mr. Cleaner, Mr. Omega, had the gall, had the nerve, had the balls to put his hands on my wife. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that is a man possessed, a passionate man with vision, who knows how to strike deep into the hearts of internet marks who can't get over Kenny Omega. I happen to be a fan of both, if I may throw in a piece of personal philosophy. You can also go and listen to the Kenny Omega episode of Poetry of a Promo. Thank you. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there are certain moments in wrestling that are truly important, truly moving. And this next piece could be quantified as the most moving piece that your humble narrator has ever had the pleasure of witnessing. After his match with his brother Dustin at Double or Nothing, the inaugural Double or Nothing, I might add, it looked like it was the end of the line. Or was it? We shall begin. Hold on. You don't get to retire here. You don't get that. 'Cause I gotta ask you a favor in front of God and the whole world. Before AEW was a thing, before we filled this place up, it was me. It was Kenny. It was Matt. It was Nick. It was Tony. And I put my name on a piece of paper for our show next month in Jacksonville. For Fight for the Fallen. You know what match I put my name down on. It was myself and a partner of my choosing against what I think is the best tag team in the world, the Young Bucks. But Dustin, I don't need a partner. I don't need a friend. I need my older or other. True emotions, ladies and gentlemen. True passion. I thank you. Now, that was going to be the end. However, I do not want to leave my audience in tears because of my absolutely stunning reading. I want to leave you with the knowledge that Cody was not always the nicest of people. True, he does stand up for what he believes in. However, he used to be rather different. Ladies and gentlemen, what you are about to hear is not so much disgusting, but, oh, so dashing. I see what you're doing. You're trying to get a look at my naturally sculpted facial features. Natural. Everything from these eyebrows to this jawline. Natural. I mean, you can behold. Look at me. Uncover your eyes. Take a look at WWE's most attractive superstar. Because all of you know now the WWE Divas knew when they voted in a very special WWE.com poll. I want to bring that up right now. Let's bring it up. Which superstar is the most handsome? Come on. Come on. Give me a drum roll. Give me a drum roll, please. Give me the results. They voted me most handsome. Huh. John Cena's up there. And he's a movie star. But you know what? He's not the most handsome guy in the WWE. I mean, let's take a look at my NXT rookie. Let's take a look at Husky Harris. Come out here. Show him what you're working with. Here, take that vest off. Come on. Unfortunately, Husky is... he represents the average male. I mean, with your horrible tattoos and your really just dirty hair. Husky, you know what? Thank you for your time and sorry. And I'm sorry to all of you. I can't help that I was born this good looking, because it isn't genetics. Have you seen my father? Have you seen my brother? Come on, folks. Sometimes a blessing can be a curse. You, sir, do you know how difficult it is to maintain this delicately baby smooth skin? I mean, I can see the popcorn grease seeping out of your pores. I can literally hear you getting fatter. Todd, do you know how many countless hours I spend in the gym while you're reading Superman comics and checking out RottenTomatoes.com? Do you? Do you? It's a lot of time that I spend. Relax. And Tony Chimel, SmackDown's veteran ring announcer, Tony Chimel. Tony, I haven't had a carb since Bill Clinton was president. I'm almost too young to remember when Bill Clinton was president. You haven't had a donut. When was it? Tony? You haven't had a donut since the first match? Oh, Tony. To the WWE divas, I say thank you. You ladies have exquisite taste. You know, I can't help that I've got a God-given ability to excel in this ring. It's not fair, I know. But I gotta be honest with you. Handsome, debonair, suave, sexy. These words don't cover it. Teddy Long and Vicky Guerrero. I need you to consider the man with the money face for Money in the Bank. And from here on out, I am to be known for exactly what I am. You people will call me Tony Chimel. You will call me. Everyone in the WWE universe, everybody in the world will call me Dashing Cody Rhodes. Dashing Cody Rhodes. Dashing, 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 Cody Rhodes. Dashing. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for listening to this exquisite episode of Poetry of a Promo. I have been your host, Mr. J. You have been listening to Poetry of a Promo right here on lovewrestling.ca. You can also follow us on Instagram and on Twitter at Poetry of a Promo. Kayla, I don't care. Oh, slide the paper while I'm... It's good. It's good. Definitely picking up your internship next year. Definitely. 100%. Despicable behavior, Kayla. Despicable. Moving along, ladies and gentlemen. This has been another episode of Poetry of a Promo. We encourage you to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Poetry of a Promo, and go back and listen to all my other fantastic renditions of promos over on lovewrestling.ca. Until next time, ta-ta for now.